is for the girls getting money. This is for the girls that don't need no man. This is for the girls that's in love with themselves. This is for all the girls that done did it by themselves. This is for all the girls that's INDEP.
So you're not even trying to talk to the generation of women that know better. You're still trying to propagate that idea into our younger girls. And that is where I'm going to speak up and say, no, ma'am.
Men that worship women, it's really sad to watch.
And you know, right
It's
now
really
it's,
sad to
it's
watch.
Women's Month.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Women's
I know.
Month, and so now you know we're just pandering to women all this month.
Yeah.
And there's just been so many disgusting like TikTok videos.
Oh, God,
out.
I can't.
The worship of women is just gross. I said that about Black History Month. I don't need all this worship. You know what I mean? It's just like this whole idea that do they have a month?
Yeah, do men have a month? Is there here?
We got a gay pride.
Is there a
gay
men's
pride
month?
has like 3 months, 3 different
Hold on.
occasions where we celebrate gay people.
Is there a men's month? June the 1st. So June is National Men's Health Month.
So it's health, though. It's not based on men and their
Yeah, it's just
what they
men's-
bring to the table. It's about their health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why-
And then Father's Day, which is also just
Yeah.
completely neglected.
Neglected.
You know what I mean? It's just there's just this odd worship of women that I just think to myself like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean,
Why are we doing that?
I mean, I'm a woman. I get it.
Yeah.
That, you know, I'm unique. I don't think you should worship me. I don't need that. I think it's weird.
I mean,
Like,
if I'm in a relationship, I think you should like me and love
I don't
me.
think I could be attracted to a man who just worships me, though.
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
would feel like you're being submissive to me, and I'm not attracted
Mm-hmm.
to men that aren't masculine. I feel like that is beta male energy, and to me, it's like I like men who can take charge. So you know, I don't really
Mm-hmm.
want a man who's just always. I'm not saying you can't do nice things for me or be nice to me. That's just a given. And just like this virtue signaling men do that make it worse, trying to get points as a good man,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know, for the masses. And
Yeah.
the same thing with like Denzel Washington's son. This is sort of
Yeah.
men who play into this just
Yeah.
so they can get hearts and likes and pats on the back for being a good man. And it's odd. As a woman, it makes me feel so uncomfortable because I know that we aren't as perfect as we're trying to pretend, and we're not worthy of worship. We're just not. We're not. Neither are men.
Yeah. What,
You're not supposed to, you know-
worshiping people is weird.
It's right.
It's very strange to me. I mean, if you worship a higher power, I'm on board with that. But to sit here and worship me because I'm a woman, like I want my husband to love me and like me and appreciate me. I'm not wanting my husband to worship me. I feel like that will interfere with his being a leader. Because you're bowing down to me in a way. I don't know if I like that.
Also,
idea.
he's supposed to worship God anyway.
Yes, I don't like the
He's supposed
idea.
to
of
worship
this.
God, not a woman.
Well-
I've seen horrible women getting blanketed with the same, you know, because there are a lot of great women out there too that they go out here and they, you know, they're good wives, they raise good children, they understand their place in the marriage, they help their husbands become really successful, and then the same that good woman,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean, or gets blanketed with some woman that you know is letting you know is sleeping around with like several guys.
Well, I know.
Taking several selfies of herself. It's like, you don't get, just because you're a woman,
Yeah, and she also get called queen.
and still get called queen. Like, because people who act like Cardi B still get called queen.
Well, no. So you mentioned Sierra earlier, and someone had mentioned her song too. One of you guys in the comments said, you know, have you heard that song that she's singing? I did see it from the Courtney. I never remember her name, but she's funny. I like her. Her name's Courtney Michelle. Courtney something. Anyways, she's a YouTuber, but she talked about that song too. And if I could find it, I'll put it up.
This is for the girls getting money. This is for the girls that don't need no man. This is for the girls that's in love with themselves. This is for all the girls that done did it by themselves. This is for all the girls that's INDEPENDENT. This is for all the girls that be living stress free. This is for all the girls on a mission like me. This is for all the girls around the world.
See, the thing is, Sierra, darling, and the pushback that you are getting is because your fans, the people that listen to you, my generation of women who grew up on my goodies and all that, you know, we've lived. And so the things that we believed in our 20s, once we start getting in our 30s and our 40s, we realized that, man, we wasted a whole lot of time over nothing. we realized that we wasted a whole lot of time with loving myself and the self-love and I don't need nobody. I got me, myself, and I. We wasted 10, 20 years on that belief to end up the exact same way at 20, lonely by ourselves. We fed into that. So the women of our generation, Sierra, don't believe you because you have also made the change. You realized that what you were doing was wrong, and so you changed. We realized that in you as well, too. But now you're saying it to my girls. So you're not even trying to talk to the generation of women that know better. You're still trying to propagate that idea into our younger girls. And that is where I'm going to speak up and say, no, ma'am.
But you, again, here we go again. Someone who has all the stuff she's telling you not to have. Or she's celebrating you for not having it, all the while she has it, which I don't think is a healthy relationship. I'm just saying, but they're telling you, stay where you are. Don't be like me. When the fact is that they have exactly what probably these women want. And for you to make a song celebrating the loneliness of women is just irresponsible. It's tacky.
But she does know her audience, and she knows that most of these girls that are buying her records are single mothers,
and they're gonna love it.
She wants to make sure that people buy her music.
She wants to make an anthem.
She's not talking to a bunch of married women, a race full of married women. It's not true. She knows that she's talking to women who have ghetto behavior. That's one group. The other group is single motherhood.
Yeah.
The second group is overly educated women who don't need a man.
And
feminism. So she wrapped it all up in a bubble so that she can sell her music to people who are core audience. She ain't selling music to white people.
No,
she's selling music to black women. That's who she's selling music to. She's not even that famous singing anyway. You know what I mean? So it's just like she knows exactly what she's doing. And, this is why she was a single mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so
it's like, young women, do not listen to that woman. Do not listen to what she's saying. She's a lie. She's a lie. She's lying.
They get you all in your ego.
Yeah, she's
like,
lying.
this is what's wrong with women. And the thing is, black women will listen to her because our ego, Women's Day, our ego's just inflated.
King, queen, we're queens.
Everything is about us. And so that kind of music sells to the majority of women, not just black women, just the majority of women. They love all this, self empowerment, and I'm the greatest and everything. I don't need a man. Men can't hold me down, but I want one. But I don't need one.
I don't need one.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's terrible.
And now
the fact that she can say that, and her husband,
I know,
listen to her sing and act like that. You know what I mean? Even when she's in her own bedroom making those little TikTok videos, it's like your wife, sir, is basically telling everybody you're not needed. You're just there for her entertainment.
So Sierra's trying to make a single woman's anthem, basically. That's all she's trying to do. Trying to create an anthem for these single women out here, make you feel good about being single, make you feel good about, you don't need to do it. It's like,
I mean, what Beyonce was doing, then what, Jay-Z cheated on her, now she just sings to gay people.
Yeah.
That was her, her last album was dedicated to the LGBT community. Yeah. She was like, let me just get off this because my husband will cheat. You know what I mean? Let me just start making techno music for gay people. Let's just clap for them. Right. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, these women who try to pretend, like, you know what I mean? Like, and also it's not just women. Like I said, even Snoop Dogg and LL Cool J, all of these people that made all this hip hop, they've been married for years. These are people who don't have several marriages. Ironically, it's black men that have been married to the same woman
for years.
Ice Cube, even Ice-T. He's been married to Coco for like a long time. You know what I mean?
I remember when I first found out that Ice Cube was even married. And
they don't talk about that.
I was very confused. I was like, what? He's married? And then it just that stood with me for so long. I remember back in the day, I was like, he's married?
Yeah.
Really?
Still married.
You know what I mean? Like,
Snoop Dogg is still married to the same woman.
But you would never guess that he's married.
Because they sell a lifestyle to black men that they know that most black men aren't going to make it to their level. Their audience is, wear your pants down low, talk a lot of slang, you know what I mean? Don't finish your education, be a gangster, you know what I mean? Go through a whole bunch of women. You know
as grown people, we can know the information that they're married and that they're not, what they're rapping about is not what they're living. We can understand that, take that in and know what that's just a gimmick to make some money. But with young people, this is where the problem happens. It's not with people at our age necessarily. It's going to really harm the younger generation especially, because they're going to just take what these people say as just, like fact. It's how they live in. And then they're gonna find out. Like I did when I was younger. I didn't know he was
What I'm
married.
saying is that our generation was the NWA, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, The Chronic, all of that. And I can tell you, most of my friends that went to school, they're all single because they all believed that too. Even the men, because it's a culture. It's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
It's been that whole hip hop. Now it's worse now. I mean, that was bad. The NWA, I mean, that was bad. You know what I mean? If you look at Too Short and some of the things he was saying, that was bad. Those were not good lyrics. You know what I mean? But we all took it in. We all thought, when we were young, we all took it in. We all thought it was good. It was selling points. But now it's Cardi B. We had Foxy Brown. And so all black women act just like, all black women act like either one they act like Cardi B or Foxy Brown, or they act like Michelle Obama, on Oprah Winfrey, and it's all masculine energy. No matter how you slice it, it's just unmarriable women that only and it's been going on since. Like I said, even when we talk about the Cosby Show, Claire Huxtable was masculine woman. She always was telling men, getting all in their face and telling them what they should and should not do and should not be. And her husband sat there quietly and listened.
Well, like
she did it.
Like the woman Courtney said though, when she was talking about the Sierra, the Courtney lady was saying. That she was like, no, ma'am, you're not going to be telling our young people this, right? But I feel like the exact same way. That don't listen to those lies.
Oh, it's the same thing. It was Candace Owens did a video on a conversation that Amber Rose was having with another woman, and she's talking about raising her son to be a feminist. And so she goes on talking about when she goes to the bathroom, her son automatically, well, Mom, do you need a tampon? Do you need a mag? What are we doing to little boys? Where's his father?
What in the world?
And Candace said, that is the grossest. I mean, and I said that too. I just thought, what is she talking about? She's like, and every time I go to the bathroom, he goes, Mommy, either you need a maxi pad or a tampon.
What the?
Because he knows that bleeding. He knows that bleeding. That women can be strong. And then talking about he was sitting when she was with him and his little friend, and she had them in the back car. She overheard the little boy, her son, talking to another little boy. They're having a little conversation, and he was saying something about would you think it's good that women are on what's that thing? OnlyFans. Oh. And her son said, you can't judge women on OnlyFans because women are strong and they have to be able to make their money how they want to make their money. So, and I thought to myself, Amber, so you indoctrinated your child. So we know that his father isn't his life, or maybe he is. Maybe he's dating her. He dates women like her, so maybe he's into women like that too. You know what I mean? It's just we
are teaching young boys to become more feminine. Like it's in the teaching now. Like parents are teaching their sons, like Kara said, to be feminists.
Bunch of damaged women that are just been brainwashed from generations now. Since the 70s, women have just been brainwashed on every 10 years. It gets worse and worse. The culture has gone back. And I'm not just talking about black people, by the way. This is the white people. This is Americans.
Yeah. And the reason why Courtney was saying that is because what you don't want, like I said, and at our age, we know the game now. Like obviously we understand why they're making these videos and why they're saying these words and rapping. And we can just understand why there's money, right? And it's sellable. But younger people are more impressionable. What you don't want in life is to have to think in retrospect. You don't want to have to do that. So this is why people like Courtney are saying to young people, don't listen to this because you don't want to be a retrospect person. Be in your 40s and 50s and go, man, that why was I liking that?
Right, but I'm not just picking on black women because like I said, even with Miley Cyrus, she's white.
Yeah.
It's happening to them too. We have the biggest single mother rate, but with white people, it's coming for them too. Miley Cyrus is a white girl. You know what I mean? Her father is Billy Ray Cyrus. You know what I mean? It's just like they are all Sex and the City. Those were all white women. You know what I mean? And so it's just like it's coming for them too, and they're starting to act like that as well.
Well, Lil Nas X got with Billy Ray Cyrus on his music, so it even came for white men.
See what I'm saying? Like it's coming. The culture is shifting to this.
They just use black people as the guinea pigs, and it's worked and it's working. The whole thing is working, according to plan. Like it's almost like they couldn't have planned this better. You know, and so and we always like this stuff. Black people always like all this ghetto. We always like all this stuff. Makes us cool. It makes us cool.
I mean, look at Tom Hanks, Chet Hanks.
Yeah, look at him.
He acts just like, you know what I mean? He's part of that culture too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not just, we're like Daniel said, we're just the guinea pigs, but I'm saying that this is not good for anybody.
It's not.
And this is where we're headed to. all of this self-improvement and love thyself all the time, like all you ever do is think about yourself. This is what it's created. All of these selfies and phones and everything where we take pictures and videos of ourselves, all that is all created an image of the self, to worship yourself. And as soon as you worship yourself, you have nothing else to worship. You can't worship God if you're sitting there worshiping yourself. If everything is about getting approval and getting likes and getting making everybody attempt to make everybody envious of you, then this is what's really wrong with us.
We were just talking about this with our mother not too long ago, like a couple of days ago, where a lot of this stuff has also made people, like with cell phones and cameras and getting these TikToks and stuff like that. A lot of it has made a lot of, especially women, not want to age gracefully. It's even, you know what I'm saying? It's even attacking that part of, of our culture, just to be able to age. A lot of women do not want to age because they know everything on camera now. And so your life is played out now, not just in stories. It's not played out anymore just in memories, our little, stories that happened back in the day. Like I can sit here and tell you a slew of stories back in the day when I was in high school, but I have no video of any of it. But what's happening now, there's video of all of it. And now there's a lot of women that do not want to look different. They want to stay young looking. And it's just kind of messed up, people wanting to even age. It's messed up kind of a lot of things. We understand their agenda. Ciara is just like always on the top of my mind when it comes to this stuff, because she's the one that's like, right now she's like acting out so much. It's so weird seeing someone be this way. It's just very strange to me.
She's trying to be a good soldier to the culture.
Yeah.
And they're all doing that. They're all trying to be good soldiers to the culture. And they're trying to make people into this, like, it's weird too, because I feel like the victim culture is funny, because on the other end of that victim culture is then also I'm empowered. Everything is about yourself. Everything's about I don't need anybody, I don't want anybody. But on the other hand, we're women, feel sorry for us.
Yeah.
We're black, feel sorry for us. But black is, power and all. It's like, which one is it?
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? I know two things can be true at the same time sometimes, but no, not at this point. You know what I mean? If you are a woman in this country, you can be a CEO if you want. If you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just like, so I don't understand what you're still trying to fight for.
Yeah.
You can have an abortion. You can not get married ever. You can get married. Like I said, you can live in really wealthy neighborhoods. You can live whatever you want. You can do whatever a man can do. There's not one thing a man can do besides make a woman pregnant that a woman can't do. A woman can do just about anything in America a man can do. So there's nothing else to fight for.
Yeah.
But we're still pretending like we are like we're trying to break a glass ceiling that's broken. It's been broken. Yeah,
we have all the knowledge now. We have all of the doors are already open.
Now it's just, to me, it's about supremacy.
Right.
It's trying to be supreme now. It has nothing to do with equality. This doesn't have anything to do with equality. It all has to do with it's equity. You know what I mean? Trying to, make everything even. Even if the person doesn't deserve the achievement that the awards and all that, they still want to make it even. So equity is important. You know what I mean? But it's not even about, it's more just about supremacy. They're trying to make men women and women men.
Yeah. And they're succeeding. Okay, anyways, you guys, let us know what you think about all these subjects. Leave some comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Again, please do not forget to subscribe to us. If you enjoy our content, please hit the like button and hit the bell to get, why do you hit the bell? You get notifications, to get notifications. I don't know what I'm saying. Hit the bell so you can get notifications. Hit the bell so you can get notifications. I can't say this.
Hit the bell so you can get notified of our videos.
Kara had to take over because I could not say it. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.